All those people who are distorting the master plan of Abuja, too bad, too bad. If you know you are built where you're not supposed to build, it will go down. It will go down. Be a minister of anywhere, be an ambassador. If you know you have developed where you're not supposed to develop, your house must go what? Down.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. How on a day today? I hope all of you day well. Today, I bet no verse. You know, say anytime when the basically they come like this, no say something they happen. The new landlord of Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory of Abuja, don't resume office as we talk right now. Yes, as you rightly see from the introduction of this broadcast, Governor or the former governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, don't resume his own ministerial office, which is the Minister of Abuja. Now, it is send a very sound warning to every occupants of Abuja, or you feel call them the residents of Abuja. It get a lot of things when it be say in review or sent across as a warning for this first day for office to let everybody they at alert say it don't come. All right. Shortly, I will leave you to listen to everything when it be say in review for this very interview. And before then, I want quickly beg you for one favor. Help us to like this video. You know why? Now, the only one be say YouTube will fit to help us recommend this video to each and every one of us all over the world. The more this video get likes, the more that they recommend them to people. Now, their own policy now be that very one. Thank you so much for your support. Now, I'll first of all leave you to listen to Nyesom Wike, the Minister of Abuja, before we bring you more videos.
All those people who are distorting the master plan of Abuja, too bad, too bad. If you know you are built where you're not supposed to build, it will go down. It will go down. Be a minister of anywhere, be an ambassador. If you know you have developed where you're not supposed to develop, your house must go what? Down. Those who have taken over the green areas to build, sorry, our parks must come back. The green areas must come back. If you hate green, you must hate yourself. So if you know you have anybody who is involved that have taken over the green areas, have taken over the parks, to where you now do restaurants, no, we will not accept that. Sorry. If your father has done that, sorry. If your mother has done that, sorry. There's nothing I can do. It will go down. And all these people who are doing land marketing, I'll talk to the staff tomorrow. There are a lot of people are involved. And let me tell you, that period of land marketing is what? Over. And those that government are giving CFO land, allocated land to them, they refuse to develop. And they are becoming land speculators. The land is gone. I'm going to revoke them. I will revoke. Because I don't understand how your government will give you land to develop, then you keep the land land that you may have paid for 200,000. You're not beginning to find who will buy for 2 billion and 3 billion. Who does that? We'll take back our land and give it to those who want to develop. And you must sign that you must develop at so time. So, if you are part of those who have been getting soft land, it will come back to us. And some people are saying, oh, Abuja is not doing this, Abuja is not doing that. Those of you who also refuse to pay a grand rent, non-payment of grand rent is a breach of covenant. I don't need to write you to pay. You know this word as well. You're like a tenant. At the end of the month, you're supposed to pay social amount, for example. And then you say, oh, my landlord has done anything to me. No, it doesn't make sense. Because Abuja needs money too, is it not? Part of the revenue, or source of revenue, is ground rent. So if you have not paid, be it national, whatever you call it, banco, anywhere, big mano, sorry, I will not be tired to revoke. That's why I'm here. It is true.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe so una don't hear everything from the mouth of the new landlord of Abuja as he go ahead to dish out his own warning to each and every one of Abuja residents. Make them make sure so they get prepared and look their back or watch their back very well, because a lot of revoking and reclaiming will begin to happen right now. Very soon will they hear how it be say people they run heter scatter because of the action when it be say it would they release one after the other. All right, I'll leave you share your own opinion with us concerning that one for the comment section, even as we take you down to this other video. And this video, not the video when it be say would they receive from this president of Uganda when it be say in him now Museveni. This man come outside to review some certain things. We understand quite all right, say it don't say when it be say this man dey for office as the president of Uganda. Yes, this man become the president of Uganda in the year 1986. And if you make your calculation very right, from 1986 to date, you will see and say now about 37 years since when it be said this man remain for the seat of the president of Uganda. Now, he come outside, come review some certain things. We understand say this one not dey well at all. It not dey right at all. But it gets some certain things when it be said this man review for this very video interview concerning this our colonial masters. When it be said that they use us against ourselves. They use this our leaders, African leaders, against the citizens. I want make una pay attention to listening to this very man. I know a lot of us hate this man because of your own attitude to remain as the president of Uganda for this very long time. But first of all, listen to this very one first. We'll review some certain things to you when we come back.
That's how I came to know recently. When this crisis started, we started getting information that apparently Niger is exporting a lot of uranium to Europe and to France for them to use in their nuclear power stations to generate electricity for themselves. So this morning I took interest. I said, by the way, what is the electricity supply in Niger? Before you sell uranium to the other person, how about you? What's happening to you? Now I found, I was told, there is a measurement they call kilowatt hour per capita. Kilowatt hour per capita. Apparently, the kilowatt hour per capita of electricity in Niger is 51. 51. Every person in Niger is using 51 kilowatt hour per capita. The GDP of Niger is US$ 613. Now, here in Uganda, our kilowatt hour per capita was very low, was like this some years ago. Was as low as this one of Niger. But now it's about 300. Still very low. But that's where it is. Then how about the United States? What is the kilowatt hour per capita of the United States? 12,000. 12,000. And there is a country called Iceland. It has got a lot of electricity. Of course, they have got a small population, but it is 54,000. Now, Uganda has got a lot of uranium. Some years ago, a Western company came and proposed to mine the uranium. They came here, said they want to mine the uranium. I asked them, mine it and take it where? They said, export it. That was their answer. I asked them, export it for what purposes? They told me, for the purposes of generating nuclear energy, for electricity, and other uses such as medicine, vector control, etc. I then asked them, have you heard a rumor that there are some human beings here in Uganda who need electricity, who need nuclear medicine, and who need vector control services? I asked them, you want to take the uranium, but have you heard a rumor that there are some human beings here? It's not confirmed that they are there, but could it be a rumor that there are some human beings here? Why don't you propose to build that capacity here for the benefit of these human beings who live in Uganda? And maybe we can put aside some quantity of uranium for supporting the economies of our friends in the West. After that, after you have addressed my issue, I can also share with you so that you also go and solve yours. But to tell me that you solve my problems and forget yours, I cannot accept that. They never came back. They never came back. So the uranium of Uganda is sleeping in the ground until we are ready to use it. We have now agreed with the Russians and the Koreans to build 2 nuclear power stations for electricity of 15,600 megawatts total. Imagine, just 2 stations will produce 15,000 megawatts. One 7,200 megawatts, the other one 8,400 megawatts. Our biggest dam on the Nile is the Karuma with 640 megawatts. The hydro. The biggest opposition of our plan of building an integrated national economy has been mainly internal, from some elements of the political and bureaucratic classes who perform the role of comprador bourgeoisie, agents of foreign interests.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe you don't hear everything when you visit this smart review for this very video. I know for us, it's not nice or wise at all for people like this to remain in power for the past 37 years. It's not wise. I believe even the Peking, when they say this man don't born, suppose don't they matured enough to pilot the affair of Uganda. Yes. No matter how wise this man may think say him be, the new generation children, when they say he himself give birth to, get wisdom person. If truly say they give him the opportunity, he mentor such people. With this advanced technology, the wisdom of this younger age, he pilot their own affair by mentoring them, imparting on them waiting he know, in addition to waiting they don't already know by this modernized system of this world. I believe see they will go much farther than the one when it be say in this. So now let us return back to the reason why ABC will carry this video come. The reason why we bring this video now, the certain things or some certain things when say in review during the course of his own speech, where he expose the offer when these foreign nations bring to him concerning mineral resources, just as a litter all around Africa. When all these Western leaders, they extract on daily basis without they're not they concern about the country, the nations where that they extract all those minerals, how they do, whether they benefit from those same minerals when that they extract away from our nation. You hear everything when he explain. And today, as we speak, these Western leaders, they seriously against people like this very man. You know why? Because they see and say now opposition to their own desire. Now so Gaddafi be that very time when they join hands together to kill Gaddafi. And so many other African leaders when they headstrong against their own decision, not to exploit their own people. At the end of it all, they will end up become the enemy of these Western leaders. And if they get the slightest opportunity, they will gang up their own people against them to kill them. So the reason why they take all this video, they come not pass we supposed to get this wisdom by now. Say not be every of our leaders like Museveni not being really bad. A lot of them become so strong to this very extent because they know the exploitation of these Western leaders in case they give way for this younger generation when they will easily compromise if they give them the opportunity to lead. Now, the reason why these people like this, they hold this seat of power strong. They hold us strong to say even either death or nobody will take them away from them because they know waiting that they cover and waiting that they stand against. Just like as Gaddafi fights with his own last blood to defend the cause of Libya. And at the end, they finally eliminate Gaddafi. Today, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, never again in the history of human race when it be Libya will fit the experience, the comfort, the peace when it be they enjoy in the era of Gaddafi. It will never happen again. Whether you like them or not. Not be say they try to proclaim war upon Africa or Libya per se. No. That era don't finish. Today, the suffering of Libyans just begin. And now so it will continue to unfold because their shield, their coverage, they use their hand given to the Western leaders to destroy them for them. Just like as we know the value some of our leaders today. Although we understand, say a lot of them, they are animals. They are animals. Sorry to use that very strong word, but the truth must be said. I know a lot of now would they get time for mind to say whether we can they in turn now they support people like Museveni. No, we know they support people like this. But the selfishness of our leaders sometimes they give some kind of meaning if truly we listen to them with a very deep understanding. And sometimes they be for their own selfish interest alone. Now, so talk and rich, we'll leave you to share your own opinion with us in the comment section as we draw the line of this very broadcast. We'll see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.